Thoughtful Thursdays, and it's the month of Jan, so I'll keep wishing you happy 2021. But what happened during this last week of December was I got some time to myself, and I was thinking that lots has happened in 2020, and we should start this new year with wisdom rather than say that let me close 2020 with wisdom. I want to say start the new year with wisdom. And again, it all comes from reading, and I found this, it's interesting how you connect different things. It was some advice that was being given to parents and to children and how to get over this pandemic, but the thoughts in that I thought could be applied to us, and there are 4 simple thoughts, and I'll take you through each one of them. For me, the most important one was be, and I think this year is about just being yourself. You don't feel like doing big things, you feel like taking breaks, you feel like spending time with your family, creating memories, and you just don't feel like doing something, I would recommend just be yourself. And one of the things we should stop doing is beating ourselves up every time we can't get things done. Maybe there are other reasons why we're not doing it. So my first thing is just be. Which comes to this whole beating ourselves up every time we don't get things done, right? And I'm sure a bunch of you have made all these resolutions and lofty goals. In fact, I read an interesting article. I know my husband uses this app, the Strava app, and those who are into fitness. In fact, they've realized that much of the goals and resolutions that people do actually start collapsing by Jan 19th. Now, what does that say? That possibly we've had so many ideas and goals and resolutions, but we haven't broken them down into small specific steps. And that is why I say that the next important thing is to do them, right? And the only way we can do them is by breaking them down. Achieving it, if you've not done something, don't say why, say what really happened and recalibrate that and move ahead. So the first one is just be yourself, the second one is do. The third one is no. And I think that's a tricky one for many of us. It's not only for parents who have to tell their children no all the time, but I think a lot of adults have a difficulty when somebody says no. And the moment you hear no, I think you can see your pupil dilation, your nostrils can flare up, you can go into one emotional tirade and stomp and get very, very angry. But interestingly, I read that behind every no, there could be a yes. And I'm just going to repeat myself. Behind every no, there could be a yes. And it just opens up a possibility that all this emotional anger and saying it's not possible, if we reserve that for the more intense issues in our life, we begin to appreciate the no a little better. So just keep this in your mind, and maybe it's room for more thought as to understand how to accept a no and what is the emotional regulation one needs to have every time we listen to a no, and use it more often. And I plan to, because it's not something that we're used to listening to, and how to accept that. So the first one is just be. The second one is do, break your task into specific steps to get it done. Accept a no, and behind every no, there could be a yes. And the fourth thing, which I really, really want to work on and I have been working on, is the word go. The word go is about your body. It's about your homeostasis. Homeostasis is a biological word. It's a very simple concept that your body just knows what is the right thing to do. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you are calm, creative ideas will flow. If you're overwhelmed and stressed, it just blocks the creative ideas. The word homeostasis is about keeping calm. It's about the balance. It's about the right thing to do. And if you need a psychological twist to it, something that you can learn from parents who have children, I've often, listened to my daughter and then when I'm really, really angry and just tuning into her, which is called attunement. I think that same concept can be used for our bodies. If we attune to our body and start listening and realize when you're overwhelmed, then you'll find ways to calm yourself. And I think in this year of 2021, all I can wish is just to keep these 4 things in mind. Just be yourself, do the things. Don't keep questioning why it's not getting done and beat yourself. Ask why, ask what, and maybe that could change the whole aspect. Learn to accept a no. And the 4th is go, which is homeostasis, attunement to yourself. If you like what I say and want to know more, reach out to us.